Hey, what's happening, Herpers? So, if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you probably already know what's coming, but if you're not quite sure what's going on already, don't click off this video. Don't worry, it's not a cooking video, or at least that's not the main intent of this video. No, today's video is going to be all about giving Elle her first omelet salad of the year. If you saw that last video where my boa constrictor and Tegu had an interaction, I'll put a card in the top corner if you didn't and want to see that video, but if you saw that, you already know that my Tegu has been very sleepy this winter. She's been very deep in brumation. I might be seeing her an hour or two a day, but this last week she is finally becoming more active. She actually seems like she wants out of her enclosure, so I decided what better way to find out if she's really awake and up for the season than to let her out, do some exploring, and then see if she is ready for her biggest meal of the year so far. I've given her a few snacks here and there, some blueberries here and there, a couple mice, but this is going to be her biggest meal that she's had this year, if she is in fact hungry. So I'm gonna go see if she is still awake. She was out and about in her enclosure earlier. I'm hoping she still is now, and we're gonna see how she likes her first big meal of the year. Oh, but before I get ahead of myself, I almost forgot there's one more ingredient that I haven't put on the meal yet, and that is the Burger King cup over here. There's one more bonus for her. I'm gonna add a tasty little mouse morsel to give my Tegu a fully balanced start to her 2023. And if you're more of a snake person and you're not so interested in my Tegu, don't worry, I've got something for you in this video too, because I'm going to be showing you how those fangs that I retrieved in last week's video turned out after soaking them in the hydrogen peroxide. So if you want to see how Elle's first meal of the year goes and how those fangs turned out, then stay tuned and we'll get right into it. Tripod out of the way. I was filming the rattlesnakes feeding last night. Now my fingers are freshly mouse scented from prepping the meal. So let's see if we can get her to come on out. Hey, Elle, you awake? Oh, Spot's awake. Hey, Elle, I saw you out earlier. You looked a little hungry. Would you come out if I told you I got some lettuce? Would you come out if I told you I put some cucumbers on your food? All right. Well, we know Spot's awake. And it looks like Elle is awake too, so let's see if we can convince her I've got something for her that's worth coming out. Hey, Elle. You wanna come out? I might need to go get the food to convince her. She was out basking earlier, but when her light switched off, she decided it wasn't worth being out anymore. Can't blame her. So I'm going to go grab the food and see if maybe just the food being in the room is enough for her to come out. Okay, made it back. I've got the food here for her. Let's see if she's any more enticed to come out. Oh, and it looks like that did the trick. You wanna come on out? Now I am going to withhold it for now just because I want to actually get her out in the light where I'll be able to see her better. I know I'm hoping Elle's excited, but I know my dog's excited. All right, hey, we're gonna have you go out here. No, this one's not for you. Okay, Jada decided she wanted to be in the bedroom instead of outside, but either way, she is out of our space because whenever a reptile is waking up, especially a reptile that has the potential to give you a pretty nasty bite or even tail whip if things don't go planned, I just don't need a dog around to tempt fate more than just how touch and go first season interactions can sometimes already be. I have had her out a few times over the winter, but we haven't done a lot of handling, so I'm almost taking this as a bit of a chance to get reacquainted with her and see what she's going to let me get away with on this kind of first meal of the year. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. Is that okay? There we go. Kind of calming down already. And now I'll bring her into that better lighting. All right, Elle, I'm gonna set you down. Oh. Or you can climb onto my back. I guess that works too. I wonder if she's just avoiding the camera But not only is this kind of the most she's been held in a while, but this is also the first time I've put a camera in her face. So I'm gonna kind of pull back a little bit on that, see if I can get her to walk around a little bit and enjoy some natural sunlight while my dog loses her brains, because this is also the first time she's had to put up with the Tegu being out and her being in the bedroom for a while. I probably will let her out eventually because Jada and Elle usually get along all right. But like I said, this is the first real time Elle's been out so far this year, and I want to make sure that this interaction goes smoothly and it's not too much for her waking up all at once. So she got off of me, didn't waste much time putting some distance between us, but I went and I got the food back. We'll see if maybe she'll come towards me for a blueberry. Is this going to be the first fetched blueberry of the year? If she doesn't eat this, it means 2 more weeks of winter. And there you have it. It looks like reptile spring is finally here. Who needs a groundhog? You like that? I got more where that came from. Oh, going right for that mouse. Oh, maybe not. Looks like she dropped it. Went for some egg instead. I had to reach in there to try to pull the mouse out or get her attention with it again, but I might lose a finger at this point. Okay, and while she's enjoying the last of her salad, I'm going to go ahead and show you how those fangs from last week's video turned out after soaking them in the hydrogen peroxide. I've got them waiting right over here. And I put just a little bit more hydrogen peroxide in there, partially because it dried out and they were just stuck to the bottom, but also just to do one last round of bleaching on the fangs to see how good we can get them to come out. Alright, and I added more hydrogen peroxide to get them not stuck to the bottom, but I still managed to end up getting all the fangs stuck to the bottom. Alright, stick my finger in here and try not to poke myself. There we go, we got one fang. Alright, there's the second fang right there. And there should be one more in the jar. Here we are. And there is the last of the rattlesnake fangs from last week's video. Alright, and there you have it. Those are the rattlesnake fangs. From the size here, you can probably tell already that these fangs came from Spot, my larger of the 2 western diamondbacks that I have. And you can see how those fangs compare in size to my thumb next to them. Would not want to get bit by any of those, much less envenomated. And I tried showing you this in last week's video, but it might have been hard because these fangs were covered in rattlesnake poop and rodent hair and all sorts of nasty stuff. But if I can get this to focus, you should be able to see the little pinprick hole that the snake uses to inject its venom. I think part of the issue is the fangs are too white now, and they're actually reflecting a little too much light off of them. And it's making it hard to get them really in focus. And the battery died while I was trying to get it in focus, so here we are again. Let's see if I have any better luck this time. I'm going to try staying zoomed out since I'm using the loop and see if that solves the problem. Oh, there we are. All right. I'm hoping it's not just wishful thinking, but I think on the fang on the far right, you can actually see the little hole that the venom enters the fang through, and then the fang in the middle, you can actually see the little slit on the front of the fang that venom then exits the fang once it's punctured whatever the snake's prey ends up being. So that is what I had all that crap piling up on my desk for. That was way more work than it should have been to get those in focus, so I hope you enjoyed getting to see that view of them. But now I've been hearing scratching behind me, and I think I have lost my Tegu. Let's see, there's her food. She left a trail, and Jada did finally end up coming out because she was whining so much. And I think Elle is somewhere under the coffee nook right now, so I'm gonna see if I can get her out of there. I'm pretty sure my dog hasn't noticed her yet, so this will be maybe a little bit funny when she does realize there's an interloper present. How you doing, Elle? Still has a little bit of egg on her face, but it looks like she was plenty awake. Thanks for getting the dust bunny for me. No, don't go back under there. But it looks like she was plenty awake for the meal today, but she is ready to hunker back down somewhere. So instead of letting her sleep under the coffee nook, we go bring her back to her heated enclosure because this tile isn't going to stay warm enough for her tonight. But I have in the past made heated areas around the house for her, so maybe she'll end up getting a little heated spot under that just for her to go to when I am letting her free roam out and about. Very good, Jada. No, you can't be friends. I know you wanna play with her, but she can't play like that. I know. What was that? Was that there all day? So there she is. You can see Jada is hard at work picking up the leftovers that she dropped. I'm gonna get this egg cleaned off her face. Then I'm going to return her to her enclosure. That way she can go back to waking up for the year slow. But I think this was a success of a first meal for the year. Get you up on my arm here so she feels supported. I'll bring her on back to her enclosure. All right, there you go. And right back into her house. What you think? I can't tell if she is happy or deeply disappointed that the reptiles are waking up for the year. Well, there you have it. That is this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching all the way through to the end. If you did enjoy it, I'll go ahead and do the YouTuber thing and ask that you hit the like button to let me know that you enjoy videos like this. That lets me know that I should spend time making videos like this going forward in the future. This was just a real simple, easy video, so I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, there can be many more videos like this in the future. And on that note, I want to take a quick moment to thank those that do the most for making sure that this channel has many more videos going into the future. And that thank you goes to the amazing patrons of this channel. You guys help me keep going and really keep me interested in making these videos. And it really means a lot to me that there are those of you out there that want to go beyond just liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel and want to support in that way. So it really means a lot. So I'd like to thank all of the patrons of this channel, starting with my head herpers, Allie Ward, Amanda Lynn, Deborah Torgerson, JCH, Lindsay Justice, Sierra Sicard, Tiffany H, and Wyatt Gilbert. I could not do it without you, and I could not do it without the help of all the other incomparable names you see scrolling down your screen now. These are all the patrons that help support this channel and keep this hippie herpin'. So if you enjoyed this video, know that videos like these are only possible with support from patrons like these. And with that, once again, thank you for watching the whole video. Thank you for tuning in week after week. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. I hope nobody out there confuses their fang glass with their water glass and accidentally drinks an entire glass of bleached fangs. But most of all, I hope that you guys just keep herping.